Hi Aries and Aries Rising, here's your horoscope for November 2024. I'm Astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right, we're winding down the year. Here we are in the 11th month of the year, and there's a lot of changes in the air, of course, and the astrology is indicating there's more changes coming. And for you guys, your ruler Mars is going to be actually very active this month and will definitely help motivate you into a new direction, a new career, a new love life, new projects, and so on. Now, some of this trend might have already started last month with the eclipse that activated Libra energy for many of you right here in the 7th house. And over the next 6 months, it will definitely be in play. But this month we have some alignments that are going to occur that are really putting a lot of pressure on you to change, especially at the beginning of the month. I want you to notice Mars is opposing powerful Pluto. So there's some big changes happening for many of you in your career sector or in your home environment. This is how the month starts off for many of you. And then within a few days, Mars will go into Leo, which is a much more favorable sign for you than Cancer. We've also got some surprises in the mix because the full moon this month is going to be really close to Uranus. And the new moon this month is going to be in your 8th house of finances and investments. So there's a lot of dynamics here at play that I think you guys might benefit from if you're just patient. Now, speaking of patience, at the end of the month, Mercury will go retrograde once again for the last time this year. And it'll be in the 9th house. So you might be at a standstill with a project or a desire to travel or something to do with your future. And I'll cover that a little later on in the video. But as we start off the month, we have the new moon in Scorpio right on the 1st. And so this is going to be at 9 degrees of Scorpio. So wherever this is in your actual birth chart, that's the area you want to look at. And this reading's for anyone who has a rising sign in Aries or has a sun sign in Aries. It's a very general sun sign reading using the tropical system, Western astrology. And you notice each one of the house cusps is using a 0 degrees. So I'm using a 0 degrees Aries whole house system, which means that it's not going to be as accurate as your own actual birth chart, but it'll be real close. So it'll give you an idea of what's going on. So this is why it has to be general. I don't have everybody's birthday, and everyone's birth chart and birthday is completely different. So again, general overview, use it as trends and cycles and patterns that are evolving and see how it works out for you. Okay. So this new moon is in psychological Scorpio, but it's in the 8th house. So transformation continues in a psychological manner or in your financial picture or your investments or your physical relationships, your partnerships and things having to do with sexuality, because Scorpio falls under that umbrella. And so does your ruler Mars. So, but this is definitely a deep, profound realization, understanding, something new that's developing here, because new moons are new opportunities. And so it's in the 8th house. So maybe you're making some investments. Maybe you're counseling others. Maybe you're taking a hard look at, what you want to do, within the next couple of months. And so you're looking really deep and you're really intuitive at this point. And you might find yourself going back in time a little bit, revisiting everything you've ever experienced and so on, because Scorpio is one of the signs that represents the past as well. You don't have to make these decisions at the beginning of the month because Mars, again, is opposing your Pluto. So there's a little bit of tension in the air that's a little uncomfortable, but it might light a fire under you to move in a new direction or to change or, to start something new. And that's quite beneficial. Now, also, we have some optimism here as Mercury makes its way into Sagittarius, and it will stay in Sagittarius for quite a while because of the retrograde at the end of the month. So on the 2nd into the 3rd, we have Mercury now in a very optimistic, positive kind of energy and mindset. And so it's in your 9th house. So you want to go, you want to explore, you want to break out of the old. Maybe you're involved in politics because the 9th house represents politics. So does Sagittarius. And so you're thinking about every possibility. And, the need to travel will definitely increase at this point. You're going to feel a lot more restless. Your mind should feel a lot sharper because Mercury does work very well in Sagittarius. And so, things will come to you a lot faster. and you start feeling like you're breaking out of the funk. And also, Mercury in Sagittarius is very playful. It likes to joke. It likes to have fun. And so you might find yourself having more fun during this month. Having important conversations, life meaning, purpose, where does life come from? You might be asking the deeper questions this month as we go through the entire month with Mercury in Sagittarius. So keep that in mind. Now, the big alignment really is this is going to be exact. Mars is going to oppose Pluto exactly early in the morning on the 3rd. Okay, so 29 degrees, 45 minutes past the hour. As you can see here, this is 52. This is an exact conjunction, and this is right before the election here in the United States. So we're in for a real treat with this election, I'm sure. But on a personal level, this is going to propel you. This is going to raise your energy level. It's going to it's going to motivate you. It's going to bring more attention to you in some way, in some regard, especially since that new moon highlighted your 8th house. So it could be, maybe you're dealing with the public. Maybe you're dealing with, some important people. Maybe you're thinking about moving. I mean, this is the kind of energy that I'm seeing here. When Pluto and Mars get together, the energy really gets raised up quite a bit. And so we might find ourselves just acting impulsively, especially Aries and Aries rising. You guys have been known to be very impulsive. So you might find yourself just being supercharged just in the first couple of days of November. And so, but you'll have really good insight because of that new moon in Scorpio. So I say go in a direction and see where it takes you. Now on the 4th, it's actually late on the 3rd into the 4th, Mars finally leaves Cancer and goes into Leo, a much better alignment for you. And so over the next 6 weeks, Mars will go through Leo, and this is going to help you out a lot because this is a very creative alignment. This is a very forceful alignment. This is a notice me alignment. This is a I'm going to take charge alignment. And so this is really going to help you quite a bit. So you might feel yourself being more happier, more content, smiling more, wanting to be more playful. Mercury is in Sagittarius, and now Mars is in playful Leo. So feeling more loving, focusing on your children, focusing on endeavors that you want to have a good time with, whatever that is, whether it's gambling or, just playing or playing ball or whatever it is for you. Again, it is a very positive alignment for Aries and Aries rising. So take advantage of that Mars going through the 5th house. Now, Venus enters Capricorn on the 11th, right there. Venus in Capricorn is all work. This is all about being efficient at work, being efficient with partners, being efficient with anyone you interact with. So now we see that work takes a very important role in your life as Venus makes its way through Capricorn right now. And so this is a time to shine. This is a time to announce your relationship. This is a time for partnerships, business partnerships primarily. Venus in Capricorn is not about romance. It's more about let's take care of business first, and then we'll talk about romance. It's a very cut and dry energy. It wants to be, very regulated and set in its ways and make sure everything is meticulous. But for career-wise, this could help out quite a bit with Venus in Capricorn. So maybe you're getting a raise at work. Maybe you're thinking about starting a company with a partner. Maybe you're getting recognition for something that you've done. This is going to elevate your stature in some way within your own community or possibly even within your own family. So keep an eye on that, okay? Here we have Saturn going direct in Pisces, finally, after its 4-month hiatus. And here it is in stationary position. And so this is going to be a big one because next year, remember, Saturn is going to switch signs from Pisces and go into your sign, which may even bring you more attention or more of a need to focus on your job, your career, the people in your life, taking on more responsibility. But right now, as Saturn moves forward, this is about the imagination, this is about dreams, psychic ability, and you're starting to become very creative. So take advantage of that while Saturn is moving direct. Now, the full moon also on the 15th is going to be in Taurus. Now, here is the one I was talking about. It's going to be at 24 degrees of Taurus. It's going to be closely conjunct Uranus. So we're in for some major surprises. This has to do with values, money, possessions. Maybe you decide to give away stuff. Maybe, you're thinking about your funds and there's surprise money that comes in for some reason. Maybe there's something going on with the economy and, finances are real tricky. Again, I said that this fall, whatever happens with the election and the whole financial system, there could be many surprises in the mix. So, but this could also be shocking revelations or awarenesses from other people as well. Like, I can't believe that person did that, that kind of mindset. So, but it does have to do with your values and it does have to do with financial matters. So keep that in mind. If you're making any decisions around the 15th, I would hold off a little until the energy passes. Now, we have Pluto going into Aquarius on the 20th. And that's big because Pluto is moving into your 11th house and will stay here for the next 18 and a half years. It's not going back into Capricorn. So this is where Pluto begins to revolutionize your community, your acquaintances, your friendships, your technology. Everything about the future now is going to be enhanced big time. So you'll have clearer vision as Pluto makes its way through Aquarius. You'll feel like you need to connect with more people or the public in some way. You might have more prominence in your community. Maybe you take on a role like becoming a politician or somebody who's in a leadership role. Maybe you're thinking about opening up a business to the public. This is all going to be amplified even more, and it does look favorable. Okay, so look at this as a favorable alignment that's occurring. And speaking of favorable, the sun enters Sagittarius as well this time of the year on the 21st and 22nd, helping to enhance your motivation and drive even more. So you got Mars in Leo, Mercury's in Sagittarius, and now the sun going through the 9th house. Travel, exploration, learning about the meaning of life, purpose, becoming a teacher, a mentor. This is all on the table for you guys as the sun makes its way through the 9th house. And last but not least, we have Mercury starting to go retrograde here. It will go retrograde all the way till December 15th, which means you just have to revisit some issues, some things from the past that you need to resolve and make whole again. So keep that in mind. It's not a big deal. It's going to be in retrograde the whole time in the 9th house. And so this could be quite beneficial for many of you. I'm seeing a lot of beneficial alignments here for many of you. So there's no reason to hold back this month. There's no reason for fear or hesitation because some of these movements look really good. Anyway, I wanted to let you know about a new program that I'm starting in my private community, in the inner circle. I'm going to be doing extensions, monthly horoscope extensions. And at the end of this video, I'll leave a link. There's a link down below where I am going to do each sign. I'm going to do an extra 5 to 7 minute extension going a little bit deeper into what I'm seeing with the rulership of their sign. So you'll have some added bonus, but you'll only get that added bonus in my inner circle community. So I left the link down below. You could learn astrology there. We do Zoom calls every week. I could go over your chart. There's a lot of information there. So I hope you consider joining our inner circle. So anyway, have a great month and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.